Alright, listen up, boys. So, I literally went and I was like planning all this out, trying to think about what NetMarble was doing, and I think I have a solid plan of what NetMarble was planning. That's a lot of plans. So, here today, we're going to be talking about it. I hope you guys all are having a fabulous day. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Let's jump straight into it. So first, I headed over here to the February calendar. I meant to be on January, but February's also there. We're gonna also, I'm gonna be showing you everything, right? Like regarding what their banner system is, what they are doing with their dates, and how it's gonna work out. But before I do that, I am giving away the coupon codes also today. If you would like to enter in, I'm gonna be giving away a few on YouTube because I found out a lot of people do not use Twitter. So if you don't have Twitter, just have a place I can DM you the code when, if you win. Just comment down below something, anything. Just comment something funny, something regular. I don't know, just say hi. I don't know. And if I'll just randomly pick a comment, and if you win, I'll send you a code. Just have the ability for me to DM you, and you can win. So, yeah. Also, be subscribed and leave a like. Helps out. But yes, with that being said, we have the calendar here for January 2022. With this calendar, and with everything we've been falling out of dates, they've done a festival back-to-back. Remember that you went from King into a festival with no break in between. That is how it went for Global. Got it? Okay. Now, we fall on the 11th. There was no banner. JP will have a banner announced tonight into the morning. Around 5 a.m. our time, there will be a banner announced for this week on JP. When is Global going to get that banner, you may be asking? We are going to get that banner probably on the 18th. That checks out. Everything works. Given right now, our update caught us up to where JP is. We're currently only 5 or 4 days behind JP, right? JP had their banner. JP will have their banner here. We didn't have a banner here. We will have JP's banner that they just got on this date, Now, what will this banner be? We're leaning on two things, right? This could really be anything. It could be Ragnarok if they really wanted to. Just a Ragnarok with no stream, nothing like that. We would have gotten the stream already announced by now if it was to be one. So there is no stream. It could just be Ragnarok, or probably it's going to be a latte. That is currently who is the character leaked in the files, and it would make sense because currently we're on the New Year's thing. It could be like a New Year's Part 2 festival type thing, or not a Part 2 festival, but a Part 2 of that. So that checks out. That's what we get there. Global, again, should get it here, but the thing is, you won't have a banner here on JP. It doesn't make any sense, which means if you go off of all the dates properly, right here is when JP gets their next banner. But the thing is, all of the global events for Meliodas ends on this day. So there's a very, very high chance that instead, so like as soon as we get our banner here, this week we actually get the banner 2 days early. If we go over to the patch notice, literally everything on here, other than that, everything else literally ends on the 24th. So all the events are just like forcefully ending on that day because again, the costume shop should, be on sale a little bit longer, but it's not, which is a little bit, scary because on that day, so again, all the events are supposed to end on the 24th, right? But the costume sale shouldn't because JP had it for an entire month. We don't, right? So when JP's costume sale ends, something is starting, and that is why we are forcefully having our costume sale end real early. What could be dropping over there that's very scary? There is a very high chance they do a back-to-back festival, and that festival is the currently leaked unit, Elizabeth. And again, I told you, it only makes sense to hype up Liz with a festival. That is why they're doing it. Hence, Global will have it first right here, and JP will have it on this day. Remember, all of our events randomly end, right? Like, again, the costume still ends here. So, there is a banner, there is something releasing to replace the current tab that we have, because once that ends, they should put something out, more events and more stuff like that. And I'm guessing that this week is when Global will actually be, technically now ahead of how they are doing it. Again, they could, fully change it. But given the costume sale is abruptly ending, they could have given you until this day, right? The 1st of February, the costume sale, or rather the 31st of January. They could have done that, but they didn't. Given they forcefully ended it, they're probably planning to do a entire thing where they match it up. Global will be just, remaining 2 days ahead of JP, and that's how they go about it. And then they start doing, who knows, like global streams or something like that. But it does check out. Also, by the way, when I was reading comments, I did see this from Rob. He did go and say the same thing also. So again, our things checked out kind of with how we thought about it, because it makes sense if the thing is abruptly ending there. It all checks out. So yeah, me and Rob were on the same page here. If we were correct, haha. But yes, also remember, just so you know that, again, later in the video, whenever I talk about dates, remember that they could still just, again, NetMarble Global can just remain at 5 days after. Screw it, we're just going to do it this way. Again, I will talk about banner dates and all that stuff, so the banner dates will still check out for JP. Just remember, if a banner date is on the 27th, that means we get it on this date right here. If the banner is on the 13th, again, we're still getting it here. Whatever I say later in the video, just remember it still could be that way. Or if they really want to, we go early, they get it there. Again, everything does work, but we will see. having the events end on the 24th is very abrupt for the costume sale. That shouldn't have ended because JP had time with it. JP had until the 27th. So for some reason, this week, something is happening where we get our costume sale cut off for no reason. Because again, JP had an entire month of the costume sale. They started on the 29th to the 27th. We had the 7th to the 21st. So we definitely had a 10-day cutoff. Why was that? Very odd. And also, before I get that comment, because I already know this is going to happen, where people are saying, oh, no, they're not going to do that. They said that we're not going to do a festival back-to-back. It's not happening. They didn't say that, because I told you this then, and I'm telling you this now. The way they said it wasn't right. We will no longer release Festival Heroes back-to-back on the 1st and 3rd week, as we did with the 1.5 anniversary Holy War. The first week and the 3rd week, okay? If we go here, they released it on the 1st week. There you go. But they're not releasing the Fez on the 3rd week. They're giving it to you on the 4th week. Think about that. So again, if you just wanted to know, this is technically the 1st week of the month. They could even go and say that was the 1st week of the month. Screw it. But no, this is the 1st week of the month, 2nd week of the month. This is your 3rd week. They said they wouldn't do it on the 1st or the 3rd, right? That's not going to happen. But they never said they can't do it on the 1st and the 4th. They never said that once. So just remember, they never said that. They also never said they can do it on the 2nd and the 4th. So just remember, that was like their wording, and that's how they said it. So yeah. Also remember, heading into February, how JP will handle it is you will have a banner on the 10th, right? That's how JP is going to do it. We could have that same banner on the 8th. That is also how it goes, because Melee leaves on the 8th, which means there should be a banner dropping to replace Melee during that time frame, because that's how the dates work. It all checks out, and it all makes sense in my head, and just it should make sense if that's how they go and do it, but it looks like that's how they're going to do it. Then remember, you go over here to the 24th, which, you know, might check out to be another festival, because it's almost time for Global's entire anniversary. Unless they say, screw it, we'll delay the anniversary. Remember, this is Global's 2-year. That's exactly what's going to happen real soon. Hence, they shouldn't skip that date. The 24th may check out to be the entire festival. Also, remember, both of these months, February and January, require a stream. NetMarble always does a stream for these months. That's how they did it. The stream last month was on the final day of the month. It was on the 29th, 30th, around there. Not the final day exactly, but around it. So for this month, they require a stream. And I'm guessing this week isn't a stream. I don't think so. It would have been announced already. It's usually announced on Mondays. Again, they could last second say it's a stream and then boom, do Ragnarok. And then, there you go. But mainly, the entire stream will probably land on the 27th. And yes, it could be fully a Liz festival or just a 600 Liz banner. And they're announcing the entire idea of light units. Again, remember, if you're wondering, NetMarble will never do a back-to-back festival. They said they wouldn't. JP wouldn't, right? JP didn't. A festival ended. Their festival ends on the 27th. That is how it goes. Just Global doesn't. So what they can do is just give you, 100, 200 free gems. And then you're exactly what JP did. They can just give you a quick compensation. I wouldn't put it past them, because recently they gave us a festival back-to-back. No one complained because you had gems. So they can just give you more gems, and then they'll call it a day. You'll be fine with it, honestly. Most people would, and then you'll just go about summoning if you wanted to, and most people will save, which I think you are saving, because let's say this is the Light Festival. That means Global's anniversary will be a Dark Festival. Just remember that. Yes, let me know your thoughts and opinions. What are you guys thinking? So again, to sum it up really quickly, there looks to be a Fez right after this one, and then there's a Fez in February because it's the anniversary. That seems to be the entire idea. Again, who knows what they do with Ragnarok? Maybe they just say screw Ragnarok. Also, February 10th seems to also be a Valentine's banner, because they don't skip Valentine's. You're gonna have Valentine's Day, Halloween go through a massive banner to go and shaft you miserably before they give you a festival. So that also kind of makes sense before they before you get the festival. They do that entire thing. They may do a step-up draw also over here for Global, because usually Global gets a step-up draw, so we might get that announced on that date. All of that checks out, but again, they could push it back. They could do so much. Right now, though, I will stand at the fact that I think Global will get caught up here and will actually be ahead of JP, just because of how the dates have been ironing out. But it could be that they actually change it. They could just say banner here, banner there, then banner there, because again, Global might need time to go and do translations and stuff like that. We will see, but that's what I'm gonna bring to you here today. Thank you for watching. This looks to be what NetMarble is planning, so have fun and just save accordingly. Again, it looks like this way will work out. We'll see.